This is Strategic Living. Transcript for Session 1. Preparation. This course explains the most reliable, most effective combination of methods in recognition of compound synergy for incomparably amplifying your own prosperity, no matter what you do for a living, no matter what you earn, and whether you feel impoverished or wealthy already. Using this course, you will literally watch, listen, and read your way to prosperity. What is this course all about and designed to do? It is about lawful, private methods for capitalizing on your potential, increasing your income, enhancing your benefits, decreasing your unwanted expenses, avoiding penalties, and protecting yourself against privacy invasion and financial losses due to extortion, fraud, and poor health. It is designed to give you the appropriate awareness and wherewithal to effect the greatest possible benefits for yourself, namely, the free exercise of all of your rights and privileges under the law and the Constitution, realized by lawful activities, privacy, and security, and manifested by a measure of financial prosperity you could not otherwise achieve. Accordingly, you should get the right sense of the focus, direction, and recommendations of each session by viewing all segments of each session first, and then reinforcing the content of each session with its accompanying free supplemental materials and resource links. Make good use of these freebies. Carefully apply each recommendation and implement each step as it is explained in sequence, and you will enjoy accelerated accumulation of permanently risk-free tax-free wealth and a lifetime of tax-free income. What strategy should you use for taking a course about strategy? After each period of watching, listening, and reading, think about what you are learning. When work and family do not demand your acute attention, think about how you are going to apply what you are learning, and also think about how loved ones and friends could also apply what you are learning. As you prepare to begin each subsequent period of watching, listening, and reading, think about how you have already benefited from what you are learning, and also think about how loved ones and friends could also benefit from what you are learning. So think about learning from this course. Discovering New Possibilities. STP. Expanding your awareness. The first element. This first session, Discovering New Possibilities, Strategic Tax Planning, Expanding Your Awareness, gets you started with an introduction to the 3 principles for achieving financial prosperity. Disclaimer. Tax avoidance and tax evasion. A fine line exists between legal tax planning and illegal tax planning, tax avoidance versus tax evasion. Tax avoidance is merely tax minimization through legal techniques. In this sense, tax avoidance becomes the proper objective of all tax planning. Though eliminating or reducing taxes is also a goal of tax evasion, the term implies the use of subterfuge and fraud as a means to this end. Perhaps because common goals are involved, popular usage has blurred the distinction between the two concepts. Consequently, the association of tax avoidance with tax evasion has kept some taxpayers from properly taking advantage of planning possibilities. The now classic words of Judge Learned Hand in Commissioner versus Newman reflect the true values a taxpayer should have. Over and over again, courts have said that there is nothing sinister in so arranging one's affairs as to keep taxes as low as possible. Everybody does so, rich or poor, and all do right, for nobody owes any public duty to pay more than the law demands. Taxes are enforced extractions, not voluntary contributions. To demand more in the name of morals is mere cant. Neither the information contained in this course nor reference to various tax codes should be construed as constituting either legal advice or an inducement to violate any statutes of law. Any reference to the law in this course is expressly reference to the actual language of the law as legislated by one of the 51 Congresses. This course has been prepared for educational, entertainment, and informational purposes and is intended for non-taxpayers. Great care has been taken to make plain, easily understandable statements that are completely true and neither self-contradictory nor misleading. However, so as to prevent any misunderstanding, it is recommended that participants vigorously scrutinize, research, challenge, and prove the information contained in this course by inquiry into the original sources of authority, namely the various tax codes cited throughout this course and accompanying free supplemental materials and resource links. The federal revenue laws are a code or system and regulation of tax assessment and collection. They relate to taxpayers and not to non-taxpayers. The latter are without their scope. No procedure is prescribed for non-taxpayers, and no attempt is made to annul any of their rights and remedies in due course of law. With them, non-taxpayers, Congress does not assume to deal, and they are neither of the subject nor of the object of the revenue laws. Moreover, the laws of Congress in respect to those matters, federal income taxation, do not extend into the territorial limits of the states, but have force only in the District of Columbia and other places that are within the exclusive jurisdiction of the national government. If the participant is a taxpayer defined at IRC Section 7701, Paragraph A, Subparagraph 14, or in one or more of the various state statutes, information can be obtained at www.irs.gov or on one or more of the various state websites. None of what is contained in this course is intended to interfere with the proper administration or enforcement of the tax laws of the federal government or any state government. Nor can there be found any false, deceptive, or misleading commercial statement regarding the excludability of assets or income known to be false or fraudulent in relation to any material matter or any information pertaining to the organizing or selling of an abusive tax shelter, plan, or arrangement that might incite taxpayers to attempt to violate the tax laws, evade the assessment or collection of their federal or state tax liabilities, or claim improper tax refunds or health care benefits. Participants are encouraged to adhere to and obey federal and state income tax law carefully and dutifully, since it is possible to observe both the spirit and the letter of the law, and at the same time enjoy all of the rights and privileges the law provides, and thereby affect general economic benefits. Participants are encouraged both to verify the information contained in this course, rather than merely accept it as valid and reliable, and with the aid of this course to gain accurate knowledge of the actual language of applicable tax law, to obey diligently all actual requirements of such law, and to exercise fully all actual rights and privileges afforded by such law. No responsibility is assumed for the success or failure of participation in this course to produce the effects desired by the participant. The utilization of the information, methods, and recommendations in this course is strictly the choice of the participant. Finally, specific information and resource links contained in this course are subject to change without notice. However, this course demonstrates how participants may seek, locate, verify, and update all of the information it contains, as well as confirm the soundness of its methods and recommendations.